All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for Monday, December 18th. This video is brought to you by our friends over at Thrive Fantasy, the player prop website where you can play against the house or play against other players in contest format. You do get a deposit match up to $250 if you use my promo code DFSChapel, or you can use the link that's in my description. All right, we got like an 11-game slate. We're only going to do DraftKings today. We're going to try to keep this video nice and short. You feel me? We're going to start with point guard Luka Magic, 12-1, fire his ass up. If I got to sit here and tell you why you should play Luka Magic, you should stop playing DFS. Halliburton, fire his ass up. If he's in, good. If he's out, you play McConnell. They got blown out in their last game. Indiana has a lot of offense, a very high pace, a lot of possessions, bad defense. Absolutely a great stacking game, but it's going to be very hard to get the big three of the Clippers included, and then it's going to be very hard picking the correct Pacers because my dumbass played Buddy Hield in that last game, and Buddy Hield did absolutely nothing. So be very careful playing the non-TJ McConnells on Indiana. Tyrese Halliburton makes that whole team go. If he doesn't play, you know what? I'm gonna lie to you now that I'm talking about it. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I might just stay away from Indiana without Halliburton. Maybe just McConnell. McConnell is a professional. He's always gonna put up numbers. He's always gonna get his. You're just gonna need him to be on the floor. So just pray to God it's not a crazy blowout. But I like McConnell. And that's about it. SGA, 10.5, fire his ass up. Trae Young should destroy Detroit, 10K. I like Young. My best DraftKings lineups for this season, all of them have Trae Young in them. Donovan Mitchell, absolutely in play. No Garland. Fire his ass up. Fox is if he plays, he should destroy Washington. Sacramento. This is the game you can stack now. If Fox is in, if he's out, you can still stack it. Just pick your pieces carefully. Barnes, Maxey in play. Rozier if he's good to go. Fire his ass up if he's not good to go. Got to get to one of these other Charlotte playmakers. Maybe Gordon Hayward. McGowan I don't really trust like that. Maybe Gordon Hayward. Maybe throwing Miles Bridges with him. It's going to be a lot of moving parts for this slate. I could already see it. DeJounte Murray's okay at 8.7. Brunson 8.6, a little bit too cheap. What do I always tell you about the Lakers? I always tell you that scoring guards destroy the Lakers. I love Brunson right now. Fire his ass up. Harden's absolutely in play. Amazing matchup in Indiana. He should get whatever he wants. Van Fleet is fine. Heroes back against Minnesota. I learned another lesson. Don't fuck around against Minnesota. I'm not playing anyone against Minnesota. I'm not doing it. Cunningham 8.2. Great matchup against Atlanta. Awful team. I don't know what's going on in Detroit because they do have the talent, but something ain't right. They shouldn't be that bad. Kobe White absolutely in play. Tough matchup. Philly's another team is where your fantasy players go to die. If I might just stay away from going up against Philly, and I might stay away from going up against Minnesota. So that means no Miami, no Chicago. And on an 11-game slate, that's absolutely doable. That's just something I might incorporate. You don't have to follow the leader, but your best lineups are going to be in these fast-paced, high-possession, back and forth, close games. That's what you're looking for. Dinwiddie's okay. Cam Thomas is okay, but they're in great matchups. Murray, if he's in, good for him. See another thing. When these players are questionable and they're like, oh, we'll see how they feel right before the game starts. And then 3 minutes into the first quarter, they're headed to the locker room and they don't come back. That's absolute bullshit. So tell Jamal Murray to get fully healthy and then give us a call. Sexton, Poole, Russell if he plays. Monk looks better with no Fox. Westbrook, I can't play with his 18 minutes a game. Axum is fine. Tyus Jones had a game of his life Sunday night. Schroeder's in a good matchup. McConnell got priced up. So if Halliburton's in, you can't play McConnell. That's how priced up he is. Bruce Brown is okay, but I might just stay away from Indiana if there's no Halliburton. I might just only play McConnell, and that's not even a lock. You're gonna need 40 fantasy points from him. Conley is okay. Melton, Giddy, okay. Nothing spectacular. Hayes, Jackson, if there's no Murray. The rest of these guys, if they start for some reason, you could probably take a shot. Craig Porter, he played 15 minutes. So if you shoved Craig Porter in your lineup thinking that you were doing something special, you failed. All right, let's go to shooting guard. You play Craig Porter when there's no Mitchell, and he starts. That's when you play Craig Porter. You don't play Craig Porter because the YouTube nerds told you to play Craig Porter because they're gonna tell you play anybody. I'm telling you don't play him. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna tell you don't play him, but he's better off. He's a better play with no Mitchell and starting. And if there's no Garland and no Mitchell, then you play Craig Porter. Don't say I ain't never tell you nothing. Mitchell, Bain, Anthony. I can't play Anthony Edwards right now. Paul George is in play. I needed him to get one game in with his messed up groin to see how many minutes and how many shots he was going to get up. Looked like he's back to normal. His groin mysteriously healed. Good for him. So Paul George is absolutely in play. 8.1K. Too cheap for that matchup. Paul George is looking hella good. Pause. Reeves is in play. Bogdan, pay attention to that. Because if Bogdan can't go, pay attention to Atlanta's starting lineup. Strus is fine. Brandon Miller, Jalen Green, OG, LeVert, Tim Hardaway Jr., Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield's there. I may not be playing him. Mathurin, THT. All these guys are okay plays. Koulibaly, Duncan Robinson, Kevin Huerter, Kelly Oubre. They're all in the player pool. They're okay. DiVincenzo, 5.3. I don't know, a little tough at 5.3. McGowan should start if there's no Rozier, 5.1. The rest of these guys I can't look at right now. Let's go to small forward. Braun 10-3. No need to look at his game log. He's been amazing. Fire his ass up. Jimmy Butler, sometimes he plays good. Sometimes he doesn't give one fuck. You can't play him, especially not against Minnesota. I mean, you know what? He might have a little bit of a pep in his step against Minnesota, but I don't. It's not enough for me to. I don't see it. Listen, if I'm playing 150 fucking lineups, maybe I'll throw Jimmy Butler in 3 of them, but I'm not. So I'm not playing Jimmy Butler. Kawhi's in play. Markkanen's in play. DeRozan, Bridges, Avdia, Bojan Bogdanovic, Tobias, no thank you. Let's see what this guy's been doing. 27, 24, 34, 32, 29 at 6.6K. Guess what? I know what you're thinking. Hey, Chapo, he's been doing okay. No, he hasn't. 6.6K. Grab the calculator. 6 times 6. 6.6 times 6 is definitely not 29 fantasy points. So let's continue. Barrett, you could take a shot against the Lakers. I like the Knicks against the Lakers. Jacquez is okay. Sarah Thompson, maybe this is a good matchup for him. DeAndre Hunter is always questionable. Tyree Eason is in play. Patrick Williams, Fontecchio, Dylan Brooks, Josh Hart, Derrick Jones, Taurean Prince, Okoro. Even though Okoro's prices come up, all these guys are in play. If you notice that I skipped Lou Dort, I did. Let me tell you something. Let me be very honest with you. If Lou Dort put up 70 fantasy points tomorrow, I still wouldn't play him the next day. I don't give one fuck about this 35 or this 25. My man's giving a 7, 8, 7, 10, 14, 9. Nah. I can't do it. I can't do Lou Dort. If you want to play Lou Dort, may Moses come down and bless your heart. I just can't do it. All right, we're about to go to Power Forward in 1 second. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking time to watch my video on this delightful Monday morning. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up. If you're struggling to cash, no problem. I can help you. I can send you my finalized optimal lineups, or I can build your own lineup. Just check out the Patreon, linked in the description. Let's go to Power Forward, and let's see what's cooking on this side. AD, keep your eye on his. Listen, if he plays, just play him. 10.4K. Who in the fuck is supposed to stop Anthony Davis? Jericho Sims? Fire up AD. LeBron's in play. Cat's in play. Looks better without Anthony Edwards. Kuz 8.6, he's fine. Randall 8.6, he looks good also. Siakam I've been playing lately, last couple of weeks, been paying off. 8.5 against Charlotte, absolutely in play. Jaren Jackson Jr., 8.3 against OKC, absolutely in play. Bigs do well against OKC, even though Chet is the rim protector. John Collins, you want to pay attention to. If there's no John Collins, that gives Kelly Olynyk a bump. They fucking bumped Keegan Murray up to fucking 7K now. What was he before? He went up a whole $1,000. He went up a whole $1,000 because he hit 12 threes. Do you think he's gonna hit 12 threes again? Fucking DraftKings. Oh my god, DraftKings. I don't know. You think? Never mind. I'm gonna relax. Hayward. Let's pay attention to what's going on in Charlotte. Listen, if they're gonna have no Rozier and no Hayward, how do they stay competitive against Toronto? That's the question of the night. Caleb Martin is okay. Saddiq Bey, Jalen Williams, Jabari Smith, Okongwu. Okongwu is 6.3K. If he comes off the bench now, he's unplayable. Yo, DraftKings sucks. I've been trying not to say it. I've been trying not to say it all video. Their pricing sucks. If there's so many guys unplayable on this slate. It's like they fucking hired a fucking kangaroo to do the salaries, to do the pricing. All right, Cam Johnson 6.2. Naz Reid is okay. Looks better with no Anthony Edwards. PJ Washington, we got to pay attention to that. If there's no PJ Washington, Nick Richards gets another bump. Miles Bridges gets a bump. Hachimura, no, not really. He's overpriced. He's priced as if AD or LeBron is out. Another one. So if they both play, Hachimura is overpriced. Obi Toppin if you're desperate. Grant Williams if you're desperate. Neesmith if you're desperate. And let's go to centers. Jokic 11.7 too cheap. Embiid 11.5 too cheap. Sabonis too cheap. Bam too cheap. Sengun is in play. Vooch is in play against Philly. I probably wouldn't touch that. Holmgren 7.6 against Memphis. He looks good. Gobert 7.5. Jared Allen 7.4. Miles Turner 7.1 in play. If there's no Capella, then you can play Okongwu. If there's Capella and Okongwu comes off the bench, you can't play Okongwu. Claxton 6.6 against Utah. Looks fine. If there's no Mark Williams, you play Nick Richards. Zubac is absolutely in play. Kessler, you prefer to start, and he gets a bump if there's no Collins. Jakob Poeltl 6.1 against Charlotte looks good. Nick Richards If he starts, you fire him up. Olenek, if there's no John Collins, you fire him up. Gafford didn't play at 6K. A lot of people are going to be playing him because he had a good game, a very good game. Wiseman, no thank you. Kevin Love is actually playable. He does a lot in his 20 minutes. Hartenstein, 5.7. He's probably going to have to play a lot against AD and try to stay out of foul trouble. He's in play. Isaiah Jackson, if you're desperate. And my friends, I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. So listen, a lot of these guys are overpriced, so it's really not any value on this slate. Obviously, we just be patient, wait till it gets closer to tip off, then we get all the value that we need. So just gonna be another patient slate. Just build your dummy lineups, relax, enjoy your day. Wait till we get closer to lock. Wait for the news. Wait for starting lineups, and let the lineups build themselves. That's all I got for you. Listen, I'm going to go in and get out of here. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell. Thumbs up. Check out the Patreon link in the description if you need help with lineups or you want me to send you my lineups before a lock. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Ciao.